Okay, so look, the Lakers won, bro. The Lakers won, dominating fashion.
Game 6 was dominating. Game 5, Jimmy Butler did his thing again.
Oh, beautiful.
And then Game 6, the Lakers were just not having it. Bron not having it.
Bron not having it. Bron said, I'm locking up Jimmy the whole game.
Yep.
They did their fucking thing. After LeBron and Lakers win, LeBron is being interviewed by Rachel Nichols or whoever it is. And he says, I want my respect.
I want my damn respect.
I want my damn respect too.
Yeah, but he really just said respect everybody else so he could
he could say that.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about respecting. What's
Rob
that?
Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka. Get the fuck out of here. Not Rob Lowe. That's all you are to me is not Rob Lowe.
Not Rob Lowe, dude.
Fuck out of here. Nobody respect you. LeBron want his damn respect.
Now, why do you think he said that?
I think he wants to be the GOAT. I don't think he's there yet.
He's not.
Do you believe that he believes he is?
I do.
And then how is he justifying that to himself? So in other words, you're LeBron James. You believe you're the GOAT. You don't have 6 rings. How are you justifying you're better than Jordan with what you've done?
I think you always, whatever you do, you have to believe you are a little better than you really are.
But I'm saying, what do you think he's doing?
I think I came back. I never had a Phil Jackson as a coach. I never had a great coach.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if he's ever had a good coach. Spoelstra early in his career, but Spoelstra wasn't what he is now.
Yeah.
Then he thinks I never had Scottie Pippen. I had some good teammates, but now I finally got my Pippen. Dwayne Wade was really good that first year. Then when we finally won the championship, starting then, he would get hurt every playoffs.
Okay.
I think he thinks I was around inept-ass Cleveland for years where the organization fucks up everything.
So,
and I came back against arguably the greatest team ever, 73-9, 3-1 deficit.
Fair to say your argument is he thinks he did more with less?
Yes, well said.
Okay.
You cut that down way better than I did.
I did what you usually do.
No doubt.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, no
Synergy.
doubt. Yeah.
So it's humbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate it when you do that shit to me, even though I love. Like, I'll be saying the longest rant, and you just be like, yeah, A plus B is C.
Yeah.
Did I just do math with letters? A plus B is C.
That's how I killed it too, and then he was like, more with less. I was like, fuck! He did more with less.
So, your point is more with less, which I think is a great argument. I think there's also something to be said with him doing with 3 different organizations. Mm-hmm. I think people sleep on that. Every new organization you go to, you got to build a new team. Granted, the Bulls built 2 teams technically, right?
Right.
But it's the same organization and the same key players. Mm-hmm. LeBron had to go do this again in Cleveland, build the whole team around him again with the Lakers.
Yeah.
We could say it's easy because you're LeBron and everybody wants to play with you, but it's not that easy.
Right.
Getting everybody to have the same chemistry, establishing the culture, getting a coach that's going to run the culture that you want to have there. Yeah. It's not like the Lakers have culture.
No.
Right? The Lakers
LA doesn't have culture.
LA doesn't have culture.
No.
Right? The Lakers were Kobe, and then when Kobe left, there was just a giant void to be filled. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a really interesting argument. And I think that and especially with the 3-1 shit, he might go, I don't think Jordan could do that. And I would agree because I don't think Jordan would let himself go down 3-1.
Right.
But that being said, there is a solid argument for his GOAT-ship, if you will. I don't think he's there.
Nope. I
think he's actually 2 more rings away.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think in order to be spoken about with Jordan, you need the 6. Mm-hmm. But I think as far as our generation goes, he's number 2 and it's not close.
Yeah.
I think there used to be close number 2s for our generation. We didn't see Wilt. Yeah. We didn't see Bill Russell, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't see those motherfuckers. But we didn't see Kareem.
No.
We didn't even see Magic.
Really didn't see Magic or Bird. Really.
Or Bird.
Yeah.
But we saw Kobe, we saw Jordan, and we saw LeBron. And I think that we can all unanimously say number 2 is LeBron.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't solidified before, within our generation, again, not the old heads, within our generation, I think this solidifies it.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah. And I think if you have to go public and say, give me my respect, that makes you number 2. Jordan never had to tell anybody. It was given.
That is
true.
It was
earned like he was crowned the best. So when you got to go out there and tell motherfuckers, then you're not.
But you know what's interesting, Al, is that Jordan was equally upset at the disrespect of not getting MVP that final year. Remember, they gave it to Karl Malone?
Yeah.
Was it his 5th championship or his 6th?
Fifth, I think.
So
60
then-
also didn't get it, I think.
Yeah, so he got like 5 MVPs total
Yeah.
or something like that, and 6 championships. But he was upset that Karl Malone got it and not him.
Yep. As he should have been.
As he should have been, of course. Just like LeBron this year was upset that Giannis got it.
Oh, I think it was his 6th. I think they kept talking about it in Last Dance, like, oh, he was pissed he didn't get that MVP.
So they both have that chip, but Jordan goes about it differently.
yeah.
LeBron probably has that chip because he knows that there are more things that can be criticized.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan has left very few things to criticize, right? Jordan's like, yo, anytime I go to the dance, I win that bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
LeBron has gone to the dance and not won, so he knows there's always going to be something to be said about him, even though he went more times than Jordan.
Yes. Yes. 10 trips to the finals is crazy.
What's his face said it best? I forget exactly. Oh, Jimmy Butler said it best. He goes, if you want to go to the NBA championship, the road is going to lead through or to a LeBron James team.
Yeah, he's the first player in NBA history to win 3 finals MVPs with 3 finals MVPs with 3 different teams.
Yeah. And we all thought it was going to be Kawhi this year, and we all just kind of counted out LeBron. I did. I thought they have no depth behind him and AD. And I think when LA went out and also when Milwaukee went out, it was just like, that's it. It's done. It's done.
How many years, and I want to talk a lot about Jimmy Butler because he just had this amazing bubble, but like, let's talk about how many more years of championship LeBron we have. LeBron put the team on his back.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, AD played exceptionally.
AD was huge.
He was
defensively huge.
Defensively huge, especially his paint presence, massive. Yeah. But LeBron locking up Jimmy Butler and just saying game 6, it's over. Yo, let's not forget, game 5,
LeBron played his ass off.
LeBron was like, we going home.
Yeah.
And he passed up the shot to Danny Green, which is what LeBron always does.
I knew before, during the timeout, I said, LeBron is going to get doubled, pass out, the guy's going to miss the shot, whoever he passes to.
Because LeBron will always make the right basketball play. And sometimes the right basketball play is the wrong game-ending play because you want that shot taken by the best player. Mm-hmm. But the right basketball play is to pass that off to the guy that you literally signed to be your wide-open three-point shooter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. His only reason for being on the Lakers is to knock down open threes and play defense. He's a good defender as well. I feel like LeBron is... Yeah, I think it's number 2.
So if Bron didn't go off game 5 and game 6, he might not have even got the MVP because AD had a better stat line for the first 3 games.
I wonder if that was a little motivation too.
So Bron going off game 5, game 6 won him the MVP because stat line wise, he wouldn't have had it.
So how long do we have left for peak championship LeBron? That's where we were.
Truthfully, he's abnormal. His fucking body is crazy. He can keep going. Like I can see 3, maybe 4 strong more
You're a
years.
wild boy for that.
Son, his body's crazy.
Wild ass boy.
His body's crazy.
Here's the difference. I think there will be at least 1 year where he's not quite peak LeBron, but we don't notice because AD's still going to keep getting better. And I think that will carry LeBron a little bit.
I'm with Akaash on this. I think you got 1 more year of LeBron can carry the team. And then I think you have 2 more years after that of LeBron being a number 2 or 3 option. So he can play this point forward position, but the game is really flowing through AD, kind of similar to how the Heat were, where there were times where Dwayne Wade was the number 1 on that team.
Yeah, that first year in particular. Yeah. But I think that's why that didn't work out the first year. And then Dwayne Wade went to him and was like, you got to be the guy.
Right. I think AD is good enough where he can be that.
Yeah.
And I think LeBron is actually, his natural position is to defer.
Yeah.
Like he takes on the offensive load because he has to. Right. But if it was up to him, I think that he would slash and dish and really get other people involved. And I think if he's going to get 2 more rings, it's 1 with him leading, and then there's another one with someone else leading, maybe AD. And I think he's situated perfectly to do it because AD could still continue to blossom.
And I think AD likes LeBron as like a mentor. I think that's what they were talking about in the post game. Is like he's helped AD get to another level.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, my dear.
You don't think that him playing in the bubble like this year did any difference to him winning the championship?
So I want to talk about that real quick with the bubble. That's a really good point. People say that there's an asterisk on the bubble championship. Some people say. No player says that. Players think that this one is harder.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that you could say that gives you an advantage. Like if you have home court advantage, you have amazing home court, it's really hard to play there. You could go, well, yeah, we don't have home court advantage. So game 7 was in Golden State. And of course, we're going to lose in Golden State. Nobody has home court advantage.
Yeah.
Everybody's rested. This is as fair as it could possibly be. Everybody's eating the same food. Nobody's getting poisoned by some random restaurant, like sending pizzas to Jordan's place. Literally, everybody had the exact same, what is it called?
Like pregame ritual.
This is as
Pregame
level as a
ritual,
playing field as you can
playing
ever
field.
get.
Yeah, 100% level playing field. You might never experience this again unless they do another bubble. So to say that this is in some way, shape, or form unfair is completely bullshit. It is the most fair it's ever been.
This is the most like Jordan I think he's ever been. Because I think there's the only people who could win the championship in this bubble is that type of killer. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. I would have said Kawhi, but I think the Clippers around him couldn't do it. But it is fuck everything. I am completely focused on winning a championship. I don't care how crazy the world is around me. This is the goal and we're all coming. I don't give a fuck. We're all getting there. And that's kind of what LeBron did focus-wise, I thought. He was like, hey guys, this is where we're going. Fuck everything. We're having a season. He was always a guy that's like, we're having a season. Patrick Beverley said it. LeBron wants to play, so we're going to play. That's what Jordan would have done. That's what Kobe would have done. The killers of the killers are coming out of this pandemic.
Yeah, he did look like a killer, man. He looked like it in Game 5 when they lost, and he looked like it in Game 6 when it was when he was locking up Jimmy the whole fucking time. Yeah, it is. I don't think you can put an asterisk on it at all.
Can I ask you a question?
I think maybe not an asterisk, but something has to go. Like you have to just acknowledge that was the bubble season.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
think
different. Like they had a rest throughout the midseason. Like maybe his body wouldn't have held up had they not had that big rest. So it's like it does change something.
It changed something.
Yeah, you're right.
We all got to adjust to everything. And I think he adjusted the best. And that's a testament to him.
I think what Al's just saying is like you can acknowledge that there are different variables here and then a regular season.
So maybe the asterisk doesn't mean it was easier, but you got to put the asterisk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It was a level playing field, you're saying, but just different. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Let me ask you a Game 5 question.
Go.
LeBron does this, and maybe I'm biased for sure. It's quite possible. LeBron always passes out at the end of a game. In my mind, that almost never works out. I can think of Jordan passing it out, maybe because we're always shocked when he does it, and Steve Kerr knocking it down, John Paxson knocking it down.
Yep.
In my mind, every time I think of LeBron drawing the double and passing it out at the end of the game, the guy misses. The closest I came, I think, was George Hill against Golden State in Game 1 where he got fouled and then missed one of the free throws to tie up the game.
What
and
about
then J.R. Smith was a moron.
what about with Kyrie for the game winner?
Kyrie, I think, just dribbled it up, right? No,
I think he got it on the wing. Did
Maybe.
he
I
not?
don't remember.
Maybe.
But Braun had no choice because if he tries to force up a shot with a double team and you have a wide open Danny Green and then if Braun misses, everybody's saying you're an idiot because you have a wide open Danny Green.
Yeah.
So it's like he was between a rock and a hard place. Like he made the right choice.
He made the right
and
basketball
Danny
move,
just didn't.
and he bailed Danny Green out by winning Game 6, and that would be completely
like nobody's
forgotten.
even talking about.
Yeah, 100%.